Level 1 meditation. This level is a lot of throwing away, or even more specifically, giving up our human attachments to the different things of this world. A lot of them are past, some of them are present, and some are future expectations. And we do this so we can live in the now or live presently. And one of the ways that we do this is through throwing things away. Not literally. You never throw away your relationship. You never throw away your money. You never throw away your ability to plan. But you throw away your human side, your human expectations of those things, which in most cases is at least somewhat toxic, if not illusions. I've seen this happen before with many people where they're in a situation and they think the worst of it. They've judged. And then they remember the person has wronged them in their mind when really maybe they didn't even do that. Or maybe they needed to fix something, but they weren't aware of it because they're so immersed in what it is that they're thinking about or the problem they perceived. So it is our goal to throw all these things away. Don't be worried about it, because when we do throw them away, we're throwing them away and replacing them with a more truthful, more spiritual concept of what they are. So the reason that we do this is because then we can live in truth. Then we can live at a low level, which is the oneness that is the title, or one of the titles of this channel. So we are going to start by throwing things away. So click on any of the level 1s and you should be able to start doing that. When you are going through the level 1 meditations, and I will try to have several of them out here, you will make sure that you practice the level 1. Don't skip into level 2, 3, or 4, or whatever, however many levels we wind up doing. Stay at level 1 until you feel you've made progress. There will be many times where you will doubt your progress. You'll think, I haven't really made any progress at all, or maybe I'm worse than before. That is exactly the time where you have made progress. I've had this happen many times throughout my meditation journey, when I thought maybe it'd be easier just to give up and not do this because I haven't really made any progress. And then a week later, a day later, whatever it is, all of a sudden I discover something and I've made a ton of progress. You will also find that there'll be times where you feel like, hey, I've achieved my goal. There I am. And that may be level 1, level 2, whatever level, it doesn't matter. But you can be assured that that is not the end, that you need to continue on. So when you're throwing these things away, you're getting rid of the human attachments. You may notice that you have obstacles, that you have troubles or difficulties that are ahead of you. Again, that is the time to keep going and keep pushing forward with your meditations, because it's through our hardships and our difficulties that we learn and we appreciate. It makes it easiest to learn. So if you're doing some level 1s and you don't like what it's being brought up, you have to keep pushing through. It does work. And the way to do that is just to keep going back to it. It's something that there really is no set time to do it. You have to make it your own. That's a very personal choice. You can meditate several times a day. You can meditate for short periods of time throughout the day, or you can meditate for longer periods of time. You'll find that this will also change over time. The techniques that you use and the things that you throw away and how effective that they are for you personally. A good way to look at your human life and all the things that you've built up over however many years it has been is that it's almost like a big iceberg. You can see parts of it above the surface. But as you well know, an iceberg has the majority of it below the surface. So as you chip away a little piece off the top of the iceberg, the visible part, there may be other parts that float up. And this will continue until the iceberg is gone. And that is when you have true oneness and what is real enlightenment. So my challenge to you is to continue to chip away at your iceberg. Stay with it, even if you feel you have not made any progress, because that will be the time when you know you have made tremendous progress. My hope is that you will all follow up with this, because I can assure you it does work. It just takes time and effort. And you'll also find that if you do it one time, well, okay, that's great. You do it again and again and again, and all of a sudden you start to clear out a bunch of things. And then your life gets a little bit better. And as you clear out more and more things, your life will become the way it should be, which is a very good life. You'll still have challenges and obstacles, but at least you'll be looking at them from a more wholesome point of view and thinking about them from a more wholesome point of view. Best of luck, and I will try to continue to post as often as I can.